We have a series of atmospheric rivers. We want to focus on what we're dealing with right now, and that is a Pineapple Express, and that brings moisture from Hawaii all the way into the northern latitudes. Look at that thing coming in. It also brings warmer temperatures because it's coming from a tropical source. So that air mass comes in and does give us the potential for some record temperatures, even though it'll be cloudy and rainy as well. Jet stream bringing in multiple pieces of energy too for us, so we stay active. This Pineapple Express, or really all Pineapple Expresses are atmospheric rivers. Not all atmospheric rivers are Pineapple Expresses. There's a little something with whiskey and bourbon. Same thing with that, right? So we get this plume of moisture, can exceed 1,000 miles in length, and it can bring a lot of rain, a lot of snow. It is common a lot of times fall through spring. Let's just say winter. That is our rainy season, anywhere from Seattle down into Los Angeles. And when we see these atmospheric expresses, a lot of times they can actually bring the same amount of water vapor, equivalent to 7 to 15 times the average flow at the mouth of the Mississippi River. It is, think of a river in the atmosphere. If that's what you can picture, that's what's happening. So rain and a lot of snow. We're talking feet of snow. Again, Pineapple Express, because originating in Hawaii, this one a little bit to the west of there. And look at that stream right into especially Oregon, Northern California. That's where we'll get some of the heaviest rain, and that it's going to make its way into Southern California. And you can see we kind of reload our moisture coming in off the Pacific for us here. It's also nice tropical air mass. And so you can see all the warmth coming right to the coast. That's going to give us a potential for some record highs, even though it's cloudy and rainy. And there's your cooler air that's coming in to the northwest as we head towards the end of the week, and really all of the west. We'll finally see a cool off here because it's been so warm. There are your potential records. There's a lot of them on the map. Our highs today, they could break records into places like Medford by 4 degrees. And remember, we got the clouds and the rain coming in. It's just astonishing. And then even our overnight lows, places like Seattle, we could break our morning low tomorrow morning by 5 degrees. Yakima, the same for you. Down towards San Francisco, we beat it by 3 degrees. So it's very, very mild out there. Some of these date all the way back to the early 1900s to tell you how rare it is. We have the warmth spreading through Thursday all the way into the Great Lakes. There's your rain, 3 to 5 inches, and even that snow, which is going to be quite significant for us. As we head into midweek, Jim, this all kind of drops into Southern California, and that's where our flood threat will go as well.
Have you ever had one of those white pineapples?
Welcome back in a pattern. Monarch butterflies are a sign of spring, but in the last few decades, their populations have really declined. And it sounds like a problem the average person can't really help solve. What are we going to do, right?
Well, we're going to tell you what you could do. Not so fast, okay? The University of Georgia calling for volunteers to help track the species yourself. Dr. Sonia Altizer is professor of ecology at the University of Georgia and the director of Project Monarch Health. Thank you so much for chatting with us about this. So let's talk about what, Project Monarch Health. How did it get started, and what are your hopes?
So Project Monarch
Health, for volunteers to help you with this project. Who doesn't love a good science project or something? You know, who's actually eligible, and what will they be doing?
So anyone who sees monarch butterfly.
Sorry, real quick. You didn't stick it on a piece of paper and send it?
Yeah. So the sticker, it's like a clear sticker.
People to sign up with you. It'd be great.
I think Molly would want us to give Go Dogs.
I was going to, but I didn't want to.
Yeah.
I was going to be like, Go Dogs.
Go Dogs. A lot of great projects going on there, and also a really great meteorology school if anybody is thinking about it.
Well, Molly, thank you very much. Well, the race is on to identify unknown marine life, with climate change bringing on the rising extinction rates. Next on Pattern, the major.
This is going to be cool, and as new species are being discovered, others may be on the decline. Federal wildlife officials just announced that they are considering adding 10 more species to the endangered list. Making the list is the southern plains bumblebee, freshwater fish in Borneo, and a rare plant found only in the Mojave Desert, just to name a few.
Okay, now just because an animal is listed as endangered doesn't mean it can't be saved. Take bison, for example.
Yeah.
Thanks to conservation efforts, they are no longer threatened with extinction.
Yes, and now it appears they're not.
It is, especially and when they get hurt, you always feel bad for laughing.
Then you feel bad.
But show me one person who doesn't laugh when someone falls.
Especially if it's the and then boom, it's just there's something about it.
All right, let's fall on over to Molly now.
I will say the one not human thing that following like that seemed like very human-like, but it didn't do the look around. Like,
No, it
didn't.
didn't.
Anyone
You didn't
see that?
care.
I hate when you fall and there's no one there to see it or have recorded it or laughed with you.
that happened
That's
to me.
happened to me one time. I'm like, oh, no one's here to see that.
I was
That was
like,
a
if
good
There's
anyone
one.
saw
cameras
that.
everywhere, Steph. So
That's
somebody
That's
saw
true.
it and is laughing at you or with you.
Yeah, with.
whichever one. Well,
by
tomorrow, not even an issue.
All right, Molly, we appreciate it.
All right, everybody, here's what's coming up tomorrow on Pattern. Last year's Antarctic sea
talking about
ice. That in the monarch butterfly
I
interview.
know, it's a
right?
problem,
If it doesn't
yeah.
cool down, they just kind of stop.
All right, coming up next,